Hello everyone, or whoever's watching, if anybody's watching. Just thought I'd get up and do something. I've been laying in that recliner all afternoon taking a nap, long nap. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about step three. Turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand Him. Making a decision to do that. Uh, that old video I put up yesterday morning. I don't know if you've ever feel like something inside of you pushing you to do something, and you don't want to do it. You know, for whatever reason. When I was going to church a lot, I felt that all the time. David Henry, he would go ask for praises and joys, and and I just got so many of them. I got so many of them, and but it's hard to tell about them. I said, yeah, I do, David. I don't even know where to start. Or give a little bit of a testimony, walk up in front of everybody and say, this is who I am. This is what I've been through, and sometimes I'd feel that church every day, every time I go, man, and and when I feel it, I just sink lower in the pew. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to get up there in front of them and say this. It feels weird. I don't know if it's fear. I don't know if it's part of the disease, self-centeredness. Heck, some people call it the enemy. I don't know. But, I felt that yesterday after I got done. I sat up here and watched the video 2 or 3 times. Just like, dude, look what you just done. But I've done this. I've been doing this for a little bit now, feeling this for a little bit now. And I know when God's pushing me or nudging me. I know that. But then as soon as I do it, it's like, oh crap, man. Everything changes. I know I'm going live and I see a couple people up there, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't respond to you right now, but I'll catch you after this video is over if anybody else does. But, again, back to talking about God yesterday, turn my will and my life over. When I feel that kind of stuff, I know I got to make that decision. So I got to do step three if I want to gain from it, if I want to grow from it, if I want to, experience what God's got in store for me from it. But, I'm still like so new in this, like, come on, God, when I do these things, I need I need God to, where I don't really tell Him. So I think, I need somebody to validate it maybe, in my mind and in my heart. I've been like that, ever since I got clean, and I would post stuff on when I would post stuff on the internet, on that recovery site. I don't know, maybe it's got something to do with living the way you live so long, and not knowing if you're doing right or wrong. But I would post something on the internet, and I would sit there for, like I said, I was real sick back in too, though, but I would sit there just waiting for a reply. Just some kind of a human connection, maybe. Just something saying, and I got a lot of them, it's like, I remember people first started saying, thank you for saying that, or thank you for doing that. I just want to run and hide. It's weird that you got something inside of you, a need for some type of validation, or a need for something, approval, or whatever it is that's inside me that needs whatever it is it's needing. Then when you get it, it freaks you to hell out, and you want to run and hide. And I don't know. It's just the way I am. I don't know why I'm that way, but I am. But anyway, I did a whole thing yesterday, and I was so grateful I did it. But all these feelings come running back in, and I didn't like them feelings. I didn't like them at all. And I know NA talks about, we a lot of times it just basically says, what the insanity of addiction is, thinking we can take something outside of ourselves and put it into us to change the way we feel. That being, or no, it's change to fix what's wrong with us. That being the way we feel. It took me a long time to really kind of understand what that meant. But I know the first time I used drugs, the first time I used alcohol, it changed me, brother. You know, and I won't go back into that because I think I did that the other day. But you know, there's something about this feeling thing. You know, I don't like to feel extreme joy. I don't like to feel pain. You know, I sure don't like to feel that what I've just done or what I've just said was I don't know what it was. It's just the feeling that comes across you when you do that. But anyway, I drove to Columbus yesterday, and I know, you know, there's one time I wouldn't listen to a TV preacher for you couldn't tie me in a chair and take my eyes open, man. But I love listening to Joel Osteen. You know, I don't know that man. I don't know if he's a crook. I don't know if he's a con. I don't know if he's one. I don't know. But when he speaks, I feel like he speaks to my heart, so I listen. You know, and I listen to him a lot. And yesterday, a couple hours after I did the video, I decided I was going to go to Columbus and get some things, you know. And about halfway there, and I hit the radio button, Joe comes on, and he's talking about the Israelites following the cloud. You know, he said that when the cloud moved, they would move. God told them to follow the cloud. You know, God wanted them to be where he wanted them to be, when he wanted them to be there, so he could bless them. You know, and it seems to be like this feeling inside me, you know, God's wanting me to follow the cloud, you know. And, you know, instead you're talking about this, you think sometimes when you're cloud, you don't know where the hell you're at. But anyway, he was talking about, you know, God having us where he wants us to be and doing what he wants us to do so he can bless us in the way he wants us to bless us. You know, when I heard that, you know, just after what I just done, it made me feel so good inside, you know, that I just like, okay, you know, God talks to us in all kinds of ways. I know that. You know, at least I know what he does for me, where I'm, you know, where I'm having a psychotic illusion or whatever. That's what I feel today. And, you know, it weren't 5 minutes. I got a text from a friend of mine. I went into the Edinburgh Correctional Facility Monday evening and talked to 65 prisoners. And it was a mixture of Celebrate Recovery and AA. And I told myself when I was in there, since it was Celebrate Recovery basically, I would try to talk about God, you know, but try to stay away from the addiction and try to stay away from the insanity. But I know before anybody's going to listen to me or anybody's going to take me seriously, they got to be able to connect with me. So, man, when you're sitting in a room with 65 prisoners, drug addicts, alcoholics, thieves, whatever they are, God's children, if you want them to connect with you, you've got to be honest about where you come from and what you've experienced, and that's what I try to do. But I did get the God thing in there, you know. And then I got to tell them how, you know, I got to tell them just like I just told you, man, I didn't think God was no more real than a tooth fairy. But time I got involved in the steps and I could, you know, my brain slow down a little bit and tell them about the feelings and the things I've experienced, you know, there's no doubt in my mind there's a God. You know, I read something here a while back said something like this, to define God as absolute would rob us on a grand scale of what he could really be for us and to us. You know, and I don't try to define God, especially as absolute. But, you know, I talk to them guys, you know, and I don't know, maybe a dozen come up and maybe hugging on me, you know, and I got one woman write me, and one of them talk about seeing me into jail at Brownstown, you know, it's just God's goodness coming back to me, you know. But when we left that place, I got that same feeling I got yesterday morning. You know, the same feeling I do this every time I do it. Every time I speak in front of someone or a group, you know, I get that same feeling, man. I want to run and hide when it's over with. It's like, oh, Lord, what'd you just do? What'd you just say? Because I never know what I'm going to say. And I never hardly ever know what I said afterwards. So, you know, when you leave and you know you're as crazy as I am, sometimes it's like, oh, shit, man, what'd you just say? Did you do anybody any good? Did you look like a lunatic? I know that's the disease of self-centeredness. You know, there's no doubt in my mind that's what that is. But I say, you know, I was listening to Joe and I got a text from my buddy, so I pulled over to the side of the road and he said wasn't the warden, maybe warden something other, I don't know, the prison said that the guys told them that they really appreciated me being there. That that they got just what they needed in that period of their life. And I don't know what them guys needed. Like I said, hell, I don't even know what I said. But that just like a lot of things, man. While I was sitting there, I got emotional. Because I know I never give them guys nothing. I never give them a damn thing. I can't fix nobody. I can't do nothing for nobody. Hell, I can't even do for myself. I can follow God's lead when I think it's Him. Then I usually get all freaked out, like I said, but I don't know, man. I just want to tell you that. I don't know if you've ever felt that thing deep inside of you, right on the inside of you, outside of you, around you, where something's, you're being pushed to say something. It ain't going to hurt you. It ain't going to hurt you a bit. Maybe your pride a little bit. But you don't know what to do. And you hide from it and it won't go away, and you hide from it and you won't go away. Maybe that's why I hid all my life. I don't know. But I'm tired of hiding. I want to do what God wants me to do. And I know I fail miserably at that a lot of times, and I might be failing at it right now. But I don't know, man. If you do what I believe from my own experience, if you take that step of faith, God's always got my back. If I can get through my own self-centered bullshit, and just know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. The next right thing. That's new to me. I ain't used to doing the next right thing. I did the next wrong thing so many times all my life, But I don't know, man. Like I said, I've been asleep all afternoon. Got the Bible out and starting reading it, and I thought, man, I just need to go take a nap. But I think I'm going to go to an NA meeting. I love NA. I love NA, and I love what it did for my life, and I love what God did for my life, and I love you all. Hey, I know how to turn this thing off right now. So y'all take care. See ya.